Okay, topic 6 is about adding and subtracting polynomials. Alright, basically when we're adding polynomials, we find like terms and we combine. Okay, so it's just combining like terms. 2a squared, a like term with that is a squared. So we have 2a squared plus a squared is 3a squared. You have plus 4a and then plus a negative 2a. 4a plus negative 2a is plus 2a. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. That's all adding polynomials is. Okay, you can line them up. Alright, if we line them up in standard form, then add your like terms. 2a squared plus a squared, that's easily seen as 3a squared. 4a plus negative 2a is 2a, and then negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. Either way you look at it is fine. Okay, you do not have to rewrite it, but you can. So, a couple more examples. This one, I have 5x squared. A like term with that is x squared. So 5x squared plus 1x squared is 6x squared. Then you have 6x plus negative 3x is 3x. And negative 9 plus 7 is negative 2. Okay, you want to make sure that you don't forget any terms, which is why I always put shapes around the like terms and make sure eventually like I do get everything. Okay, this next one, I'm going to go with my highest degree first, so negative 7x squared. Like term with that is plus 2x squared, so that's negative 5x squared. And then I have a 5x, no other terms go with that, so plus 5x. And then plus 2 plus negative 5. So 2 plus negative 5 is negative 3. Okay. There are some for you to try, so go ahead, pause the video, try those. We'll go over them next class. But next we are going to go on to subtracting polynomials. So with subtracting, it basically is adding the opposite. A lot of times it is easier to change a subtraction sign to addition and then switch all of the signs inside the second set of parentheses. You certainly don't have to do this, but it ensures that you don't forget to distribute that minus sign. Okay, so what I often do is write the first one and then change the minus to a plus, and now you want to change all of these signs, so that becomes a negative a squared. The negative 2a becomes a plus 2a, and the plus 4 becomes a minus 4. So now we're just adding 2a squared plus negative a squared, so 2 plus negative 1, 2 minus 1 is 1a squared. 4a plus 2a is 6a. And negative 6 plus negative 4 is negative 10. Okay, what we did down here was line up the terms in standard form and then flip the signs and then add like terms. So I already changed this to negative a squared plus 2a and a negative 4. Okay, so from there, just adding, that's a squared plus 6a minus 10. Okay, same thing. Either way you want to do it is fine. Alright, so let's do a couple of these ones up here. Now, the other option you can do is just remember to subtract everything. So, for example, 10a minus 4a is 6a. 8b minus 5b is 3b. So, like I said, you don't necessarily have to rewrite it, but it does ensure that you don't miss something. Okay, so this one down here, I am going to rewrite this one because they're not in order, so it becomes a negative 7 plus y cubed and minus 12y. Because they're not in the same order, they're not in standard form, it's just easier for me to do that. So, because what I start with is a y cubed, so y cubed is first, no other like terms is with that, so it's just y cubed. Y squared will be next, so here's a 5y squared. No other like terms with that, so plus 5y squared. And then you have 8y and minus 12y, so 8y plus negative 12y is negative 4y. And then, let's see, negative 10 plus negative 7 is negative 17. Okay, and you do want to give your answer in standard form. Alright, so this next one, if I change this to plus and then change my signs to the opposite, Okay, so 5x squared plus negative x squared is 4x squared. 6x plus 3x is plus 9x. And then minus 9 plus negative 7 is negative 16. Okay. This next one, you're subtracting this binomial, but then adding that one. So this right here is the only one we need to change. I'm going to change that to plus a negative 4n squared plus 5n. So we're going to change those signs to opposites. And now just combine. So when I'm combining, I have 3n cubed. That's my highest degree. So plus 4n cubed. So that's 7n cubed. And then n squared would be next. So negative 4n squared minus 3n squared is negative 7n squared. I just cross that out to make sure I don't try to count something twice. Then I have 3n plus 5n is 8n minus 9n is negative 1n. And then I have negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. And then I just go through and make sure I touched everything, and I did. So that would be your answer. Okay, so that's it. Adding and subtracting, pretty basic. You just find your like terms and combine them. Okay, don't forget you might, when you're subtracting, to subtract everything, or just change it to adding the opposites. Okay, so that's it. Go ahead and try those U-tries, and I'm going to go on to topic 7 on the next video.